I don't know. I mean, it doesn't even give her phone number. And monkey around?
704-435-0705. They're the best electricians in town.
I don't have to pay for that, do I?
Yes, septic tank problems just stink. Not only are the odors embarrassing, but ignoring the problem can ruin your yard and your plumbing. With over 40 years of experience, Dennis Willis Septic Tank Service in Cherryville knows how important it is for your home or business to have a septic tank service that responds quickly and effectively, preventing further damage and future repairs. Just call Dennis Willis Septic Tank Service, 704-435-2326, 704-435-2326, or visit the website at DennisWillisSeptic.com. Cherryville's best choice for quality used cars is Eric Johnson Auto Sales. Like someone told me, man, they've got some good-looking cars there. Like right now, a 2014 Chevrolet Camaro, a 2014 Chevrolet Equinox, a 2011 Chrysler 200 Limited, and a 2017 Hyundai Elantra SE. See the full inventory online at ericjohnsonAutosales.com, located at 3629 Tryon Courthouse Road in Cherryville. Ace is the only national retailer that carries Benjamin Moore paint. Now Benjamin Moore's premium quality and huge selection of colors will be right in your neighborhood. Along with the award-winning service and advice Ace has always provided for your paint projects. Around the block, what you need is in stock with people who know their paint. See Ferguson's Ace Hardware, Highway 150 East in Cherryville.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hi, this is Vince Hefner, pastor of the First Baptist Church in Cherryville. I'd like to share with you my favorite passage of Scripture in God's Word. Philippians 4, verse 8 tells us this, "And now, dear brothers and sisters, one final thing. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Keep putting into practice all that you have learned and received from me, everything you heard from me and saw me doing. Then the God of peace will be with you." This is Vince Hafner, pastor of the First Baptist Church of Cherryville, reminding you God loves you.
If you're ready to make the great escape, do it with the #1 brand on the water. Yamaha Wave Runners are the most premium personal watercraft on the market, with industry-first features and exciting new products like the all-new 2021 VX Series with audio packages, the much-anticipated Superjet, and the new race-ready GP Series. This is Wave Runner country. See one today at Full Throttle Powersports, located at 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Lowell.
And welcome to the Full Throttle Powersports postgame show with our Reverend Dennis Davis, Kevin Hastings, and as always, JP on the soundboard. Y'all with me?
Man, I only do things incredible can, cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me, cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you wanna be me instead of you, cause I am still on beat, showing love to the streets. Come on, you know me, cause that's who I am.
To the 4th Hour Power Sports post game show with Kevin Hastings, Dennis Davis, and JP on the soundboard again.
Well, I just heard the police looking for you, JP. They just went by.
Yeah, I know. They're looking for me.
Somebody just went by looking for somebody. Big night, high school football. Welcome, everybody, to the post game show brought to you by
Full Throttle.
NC Full Throttle Powersports.
Yeah. I don't know everything.
You
I
good
just
in
know
there?
the Full Throttle Power Sports.
Sports.
That's all I know.
Yes, JP. Good morning there. Oh, I'm used
Good
to
night.
good morning.
Good night.
Good
Yeah.
evening,
Good morning
JP.
is tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow.
You'll be here tomorrow.
Unfortunately, last week I was sick as a dog, so.
So tomorrow morning, folks, tune in. JP will be in here around the board again with myself and Tom and Terry, and our intern will be in here tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, Dennis, if you can't hear it. You could hear it earlier, couldn't you? I haven't touched a single different button. So
when it went back to
Steve?
JP, it cut off.
Oh, and JP. All right.
Okay.
Well,
Let's see if
JP, you're on there. JP.
yes,
You're on the air talking on the phone there. Over me and
Steve DeGree's on the phone.
okay, hold on. If you would hold your horses. All right. So we've got scores from around the area. I know that's what everybody's wanting to do, and see and hear the scores that we have, folks. Fans, we are not. This is not a fan call-in show. Please do not call in if you are a fan. We are taking call-ins from our employees who do go to the games. So please hold off from trying to call in the studios and tell us something, and it's not helping. So you're blocking up the line. So please don't call if you're not wanted to call. Put it that way. Good evening, Dennis. Big night of football. And let's give some scores that we have. Starmount 18-8 over South Stokes. Cherokee 12-9 over Andrews. Thomas Jefferson 20-12 over Cherryville. Newton Conover 46 over Bandy's. Maiden 62-13 over Bunker Hill. West Lincoln 35-12 over West Caldwell. Lincoln, and I don't know if you believe this or not, Dennis. Did you know that Lincoln and East Burke, this is the first ever football matchup between these two schools?
What?
First ever football matchup between Lincoln and
You would have
East
thought that they had played
Burke.
somewhere in the past.
At some point.
Yeah.
At some point, and they have not. And Lincoln wins tonight 35-20 over the East Burke Cavaliers in the first matchup. A lot of times these Lincoln County schools don't go west much. They'll go north.
Yeah.
They'll go south sometimes, but they don't like going west towards Cleveland or any of these other counties. Brevard at Patton tonight. Brevard wins 41-20 at Patton. AC Reynolds tonight comes down the hill to RS Central, and they win 52-13. Shelby Golden Lions win tonight 63-0 over Bessemer City. Chase 31-13 over Polk County. And what you just heard in an overtime thriller in Lawndale, the Burns Bulldogs win 45-38 over the East Gaston Warriors. East Lincoln Mustangs win big and handily tonight over the St. Stephen's 42-6. Statesville 44-0 over North Iredale. Hickory 63-0 over West Iredale. I don't have the final yet on North Lincoln. Last I had, though, you got it 49-3? 49-3. Andre comes in with the final over the Fred T. Ford Tigers. I had 35-3. I knew everything was over but the crying Dennis, and it ended up being 49-3. Chargers blanked the Jaguars tonight in the Big South 30-0. Kings Mountain got a little squirrely lately, but ended up winning anyway by 13, 41-28. South Point and Ashbrook was canceled. I do not have a single score. Maybe Andre might find one on Huss and North Gaston. South Caldwell wins 51-27 over Alexander Central. Watauga 49-13 over High Brighton, and Freedom 54-28. And on the phone we have Shelby Golden Line coach, assistant coach Steve DeGree on the line. And Steve, turn the radio down.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. All right. Steve, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead, Dennis.
I'm having a little trouble hearing you, Steve, but go ahead.
Switch headphones. I don't know why
Gotcha.
you can't hear that.
I can hear you radio, though.
Yes, Steve, you get a little feedback there on your radio.
There you go.
Go ahead. You go ahead and talk to us a little bit about what went on tonight.
All right, the Shelby Golden Lions tonight, 63-0 over the Bessemer City Yellow Jackets. Steve, give me the autopsy.
Well, we just came out, took care of business. Dalen had his usually great game. I think maybe 3-4 touchdowns. The thing is about Dalen this year, he maybe has 25, 26 touchdowns, but no interceptions. A running back each scored a touchdown. I think Jaden Petty might have got one, and I know Bryson Key scored one. We had a pick six. Just played a great defensive football game. Really, got another shutout. So anytime you get a shutout, and at halftime it was 56 to nothing at halftime. So we had to run the clock the second half, and it was also homecoming too. So you don't want to lose your homecoming game.
No, and some of your kids got to play that normally might not get as much time on the field.
Right. Everybody dressed tonight played. Some JV kids played, and it played pretty well. Santana Hopper and Malachi Hammett did their usual job. One good moment of the game is our big defensive lineman, Mario Allen. Bessemer City was on the one, getting ready to go in, and Mario when he came to the sideline, told me that he knew they was going to run a quarterback sneak, so he shot the gap and tucked the ball from the quarterback and ran 99 yards for a touchdown, but a penalty.
Oh, Steve.
I was about to say, Steve, that sounded illegal.
Yeah. The big guy was rumbling.
99 yards, and he wasn't no good no more the rest of the game. So he said he was out of breath. So my hat's off to him for the defensive effort they gave tonight. But like I said, don't get any easier. After that game was over, I was listening to the Burns East Gaston game. Real impressed with East Gaston. We got to go there. We have to, Coach Wilbanks told me we have to get out and bring our own energy because they're going to come to play.
Yeah, they have turned their team around this year. Steve, don't overlook them.
No. We're not going to overlook them. And I'm just, we also have some guys to step on offense tonight. Need to get them my little hogs. Jackie Ross is our center. Then we got Houston played one guard and BB the other guard, and tonight we had getting the paper Pierce started at guard, but we had C.J. Whitener, his sophomore, started tonight because another came out, and I think C.J. did a great job. He had to block that big 77, which like 300. It was 390 pounds, 6'3".
Yeah,
390 pounds. By the way, his last name was Degree.
Oh,
so CJ had to block. CJ had to block him, and if CJ's listening, by him being a sophomore, he was be getting depressed because he's not playing. But now, son, he's going to be in the mix, next man up mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So CJ, if you listen, son, I'm real proud of you. You did a great job tonight. Also, got to mention Luke Williams. We call him Ricky Pro. Ever in doubt, throw it to number 7. And Demetrius Thompson, everybody played good tonight. A great team effort.
Well, that's what it takes to win. And, Steve, we're heading down in the short rows now. Like you said, you got 2 more games and then playoffs, and you got to get that RPI up. I think you guys are going to be safe, and you'll be probably a number 1 seed in that 2A conference there.
Well, like I say, you got to play them at 2.5 more, so Coach Wilbanks told the kids, forget about this game. Come Monday, get ready for East Gaston. So our motto wants to be 1-0 going into the week. Those coaches does a great job to get the kids ready. Take so much preparation. I keep telling people that these coaches, the fans only see the end result on Friday.
Well, Steve, coaching is sort of like the duck on the pond. It looks all smooth on the surface, but underneath he's paddling, like what?
Yes, it is. It's hard to be a head coach because, you got so much traction on, but my hat's off to Coach Max and Cleveland County for doing a great job. The fans get on them when things don't go the way they ought to. But, Coach Wilbanks does a great job.
Well, Steve, you got East Gaston next week, and then following up the last game that you guys have got are those Burns Bulldogs. Any comments at this point, or are you just going to take it one game at a time like I know you usually do?
I wouldn't dare say anything about Burns right now. Our concentration Monday going to be on East Gaston, stopping the run. Because I was listening to it. I heard they're very, very big up front, very physical up front. and we got to stop their run game. So I don't know. Coach Waters, our defensive coordinator. So I don't know what defensive scheme he'll come up with, but I'm sure by Monday he will have a good defensive scheme, and the kids just follow his lead, and we should be okay.
Well, I'm sure he'll be watching a little film this week, and it won't be The Last Duel or No Time to Die. It'll be football, football, football.
Yes, like I said, we got to go to East Gaston. And I remember a long time ago, back in the 80s, they had these dudes named Vince Lucky and Richard Deals, and we didn't fare too good. So we got to be ready to play when we go to East Gaston next week.
Yes, you do. That's a different team than we've seen in the past, where you just sort of showed up, let the kids play some of the second half. Not with this group. You better be prepared for a slobber knocker.
You're right, because anytime they can just run the ball down your throat, that's exactly what they're going to do. And if I do, that's their game plan, so I don't see why they would change, They might throw a pass in there and there, but they're going to try to run it down your throat.
Yep, or get around the corner maybe once or twice just to make you chase them.
Yeah, the counter option, they'll start one way and go back the other way. So that means our corners and our defensive ends got to stay home.
Well, Steve, it's been an interesting night in Cleveland County. You talked about Burns and East Gaston. Forest View and Crest was not that exciting. As a matter of fact, I thought Crest may have played some kids from the middle school. I'm not sure, but anyway, it ended up being a blowout for Crest, and they're in a little better shape. Big showdown for them is coming between Kings Mountain and them. You've played Kings Mountain. You took care of business over there. You played Crest, and you took care of business there. What's your take on that particular matchup into the season?
All I know is this, Dennis. I'm not going to I got respect for both of them coaches.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to pick. All I know is it's going to be a great football game. And that night, the county will be blessed. They have two great football games because we'll be hosting Burns and Kings Mountain be hosting Chris.
There you go. Concentrate on Burns.
So that particular night, we can at least end up with two county champions.
There you go.
In the same county. So that's what it's all about. I don't want to pick a team.
I don't blame you, Steve, and I tried to bait you into that, and then you were too smart for me.
Well, I know, Dennis. I don't have Facebook, but it'd been on Facebook. Oh, Coach Degree picked this. Oh, no, I ain't finna do that.
Yep. All right, Steve. Well, we appreciate your report tonight. Congratulations to the Golden Lions, and best of luck next week against that East Gaston front. And
I tell Kevin, I did think about him when we was playing Bessemer City. I said, we beat both of his teams, Sherman and Bessemer City. So tell him I still love him. I didn't mean to beat him so bad, but I still love him.
There you go.
Oh, it's okay, Steve. y'all just got more people.
Okay, fellas. Y'all have a great night. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, have a good night, Steve.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, that's Steve Degree with Shelby Golden Lions, big victory. Andre, real quick, give me that North Lincoln score again. I didn't write that down. It was like 59-3. Anyway, got some other scores come across while we were talking to Steve there. So let me give you what we do have. For everyone waiting on, we're going to talk to Robbie Roop, believe in a minute about that Crest game. We're going to talk to Matt Chapman about the Cherville Ironman tonight. We're going to talk to Tom Cinefani maybe about these Burns Bulldogs as well here in just a few minutes. JP's pulling up someone on the caller line right now, and like I said, I'm pulling the scores across. What we got, JP?
You're right. He's on the air. I don't know who he is though. I didn't answer the phone. I think it's Jeffrey Miller.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Jeff. How's it going, buddy?
Doing pretty well. Hope you are.
Doing good. Did you get to check out a game tonight, sir?
Yes, I actually checked out turned out to be a competitive game. It was North Gaston at Hunter Huss.
Oh, okay. Neither team had won a game this season, and it turned out into a 1-point game. And I tell you what, and Jeff, and you know, a lot of people, and I'm glad you went to that game. I'm glad you called about that game. And just, you know, just talking to Steve just a minute ago, and, you know, he was talking about, you know, Shelby beating Bessemer and Cherryville both this year, and obviously they did. But, you know, these competitive games, and this game right here, these two teams, the kids on both these two teams will remember this game more than any other game the rest of their life, and not going out and getting beat like 50-0 by one of these other teams that are way better than them. But this game right here is a huge night, and tell us a little bit about the atmosphere there. You know, neither team has a win, but both teams know they got a chance to get their win tonight, Jeff. So give us a little bit about that tonight.
I mean, I'll start off with saying, you know, it's Hunter Huss's homecoming. You know, Hunter Huss had a decent amount of fans there. North Gaston had an okay amount, you know, for teams that were winless. I mean, I thought, you know, I mean, obviously it wasn't, you know, bursting at the seams crowd, but, you know, still there were people there. And, you know, North Gaston got the ball going. I mean, they started off fast. You know, number 14 for North Gaston, you know, he's a baller. And the quarterback, he, you know, if he can hone up on a few things, you know, he's going to be, I hear he's a sophomore, and if he hones up on a few things, he's going to be really good the next couple of years. And, you know, had like 3 or 4 good receivers that he could go to. Now, North Gaston was up 13-6 at halftime with 2 receiving touchdowns. And now, remember, Hunter Huss's kicker, Jesus Marin, he kicked 2 38-yard field goals. That could have been good from 50. I believe in a year or so, there's going to be some recruits coming to, or, you know, scouts coming to his door, you know, wanting to, you know, see what, you know, what he's about. I think you might see him playing on Saturdays after he graduates in a few years. And Hunter Huss got momentum going finally in the second half when what I'd like to call a rough and muff play. North Gaston gets flagged for roughing the kicker, and then the potential receiver, punt receiver, muffs the punt, and then Hunter Huss scores it for a touchdown. Now, they go for 2, which I thought was a head-scratcher. I thought in that situation you just go for the tie. But then later on, when Hunter Huss took a 19-0 lead with a Thompson 2-yard touchdown run, I would have thought they went for 2 right there since, you know, the previous 2-point conversion wasn't successful. I thought maybe they'd go for 2 right there to get a whole 7 points, but they didn't. They just kicked it in. And later on, North Gaston responded to go back on top 20-19. Both of those kids played hard, but at times, you know, when you're playing with 2 winless teams, there are times it can look like who's doing their best to lose this game. I've seen, you know, too many penalties and too many, you know, like fumbles or bad snaps. You know, Hunter Huss had procedure penalties, and then North Gaston had bad snaps too many times tonight. So that's what I meant when I said a couple of these 2 teams. So I'm trying to get my words out. Acted like who can lose this game. I'm not trying to knock the kids, but that's what it looked like at times during the game.
Well, I mean, Jeff, you know, you're all right. Both schools have been struggling on the year, and congratulations to the North Gaston Wildcats on their win. Does Huss have an opportunity, you believe, to win any games going forward? I know they got Crest next week, but I don't know. Do they finish at Ashbrook at the end of the season? Is that game going to get played? Has that been talked about as far as the COVID or anything like that?
I was told Ashbrook's game with South Point got moved to Monday. Okay. You know, apparently I don't know what the COVID situation there is like. I don't know if it was just one person got exposed to somebody with COVID and everybody tested negative. I don't know the situation to that. All I know is that I talked with a couple of the coaches tonight that were at the Hunter Huss game, and they said their game with South Point is a go for Monday night. So I'll have a chance to cover 2 Monday night games in a row. I got to cover Forsyth's 44-20 win over Hunter Huss Monday night. So Forsyth has beaten both Gastonia teams by 24 points this year. Had to throw that in there. Okay. And I know they got their clock cleaned by Crest tonight, 30-0.
Well, the one thing about that game that bothered me tonight, Crest broke off a bunch of long runs, passes, touchdowns, and they were called back for holding by the same, side judge. There must have been 250 yards of penalties against the Chargers tonight. They are prone to make, mistakes and penalties, but it just seemed obvious to the fans in the stands that something was maybe going one way and not the other.
Something was amiss.
Yeah. But anyway, Jeff, congratulations to North Gaston. It's always good to get a W. Hunter Huss,
you just can't imagine how excited those kids were. I mean, it was a celebration. Almost like they won the Super Bowl.
And for them,
that's their first conference win in many years. So that's another way. That's another thing to think about too. That's their first conference game in over 3 seasons.
Wow! Congratulations, to those Wildcats. I know it's been a rough going. Jeff, you got plans for next week, buddy?
Yes, I plan on watching the South Point Forsyth game. I think that's going to be a playoff battle right there. I think winner of that game is. If South Point wins, they're pretty much guaranteed a playoff spot. If Forsyth wins, they're one step closer. But it's murder's row. I mean, they've played Crest. They got to play South Point and Stuart Kramer. I don't know how that game turned out tonight with Kings Mountain. I heard they were up. That Kings Mountain was up 41-21.
41-28. 41-28 was the final.
But congratulations to Kings Mountain. But Forsyth's got a tough road ahead with South Point, Stuart Kramer back-to-back.
All right, Jeff. Well, you have a beautiful and pleasant weekend, and hope to hear from you next week. And you get to make it out to some high school football next week and get to enjoy yourself, bud.
Hey, yes, sir. Y'all have a good weekend.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right, we're going to go over the scores real quick that we have, and then we got to take a break here and pay some bills. And, of course, Full Throttle Powersports is our sponsor, ncfullthrottlepower.com. All right, here are our local scores that we have right now. Let me get a cough to clear my throat. All right, here we go. Thomas Jefferson 20-12 over Cherryville. Pine Lake Prep 30-6 over Winston-Salem Carver. Community School of Davidson 52-14 over Lake Norman Charter. Murphy falls to a field goal late after leading the whole game 23-20 to Robbinsville. Swain County wins 42-14 over Hazel. Cherokee 12-9 over Andrews. This is not a fake score, Dennis. Drone 32-2 over Rosman. Starmount 18-8 over South Stokes. There's your 1A scores. Let's do some 2As. How about some Burns Bulldogs in overtime over the East Gaston Warriors 45-38. Chase Trojans 31-13 over Polk County. 1A, 2A split. Shelby 63-0 over Bessemer City. Dennis, in 4 1A matchups for Shelby this year, they have won by a combined 253-28.
It's just not fair.
So it's whatever, they're giving up 7 to 253. So that means 4 into 250, Dennis. 63 to 7 is their average victory. Good job, State of North Carolina.
Apparently,
again, you can't blame Shelby, but Burns but you can't blame the state.
And you can't really blame Bessemer either. Evidently, they don't look at the scores in the newspaper the next day down in Chapel Hill.
They got 30 players in Bessemer. I mean, Shelby has 50. I mean, they got twice as many players, and they're playing each other. It's insane. All right, looking at that. All right, so AC Reynolds comes down the hill for a little 3A, 2A action, and they win 53-13 over RS Central. Brevard 41-20 over Patton. Lincoln 35-20 in the first ever matchup between those two schools with East Burke. West Lincoln wins 35-12 over West Caldwell. Maiden and Bunker Hill in a big matchup of undefeated tonight put their foot on the gas and never stopped. They win 62-13 over Bunker Hill. Newton Conover 40-6 over Bandies. West Wilkes Central 36-0 over West Wilkes. In the 3As, East Lincoln 42-6 over St. Stephen's. Statesville 44-0 over North Iredale. Hickory 63-0 over West Iredale. North Lincoln 49-3 over Ford. Crest 30-0 over Forest View. Kings Mountain 41-28 over Stuart Kramer. Ashbrook and South Point will be Monday. North Gaston 20-19 over Huss. South Caldwell 51-27 over Alexander Central. Watauga 49-13 over High Brighton, and Freedom 54-28 over Ashe County. We're working on some other scores, notable scores in the area out in the West, but for the most part, those are all of our local scores that we have for the night. Dennis, we're going to take a break, pay some bills, and we come back. Dennis and I is going to talk to maybe some Robbie Root from Crest.
Sounds
Tom
good.
Sinafani.
Yeah. Burns. Bulldogs.
And Jonathan probably already went to bed. He worked by himself tonight. He don't have to call in. Jonathan Bland did the Chase Trojan Polk County game tonight, 31-13. We'll be back in a few minutes. KTCBroadcasting.com.
If you're ready to make the great escape, do it with the #1 brand on the water. Yamaha Wave Runners are the most premium personal watercraft on the market, with industry-first features and exciting new products like the all-new 2021 VX Series with audio packages, the much-anticipated Superjet, and the new race-ready GP Series. This is Wave Runner country. See one today at Full Throttle Powersports, located at 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Lowell.
Your local train comfort specialist, Roland Black Heating and Cooling, has been serving Gaston County with quality-built train heating and air conditioning systems for over 45 years. Hurry and call today to check out the great deals on train systems offered by Roland Black Heating and Cooling. Whether it's commercial or residential, Train is there for you. Ask about your new, super efficient Train XV20i today. Call Roland Black for all the details, 704-865-1375, or go online at rolandblack.com and request an appointment. Again, call 704-865-1375. Roland Black Heating and Cooling, 501 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. Remember, it's hard to stop a train.
What's the best way to explain the golf at Glen Oaks Golf Course in Maiden? It's world-class golf for the working class. Yes, golf is never better than it is at the Glen Oaks Golf Course in Maiden, with special programs for seniors, men, ladies, and juniors, plus a driving range, banquet facilities, and a swimming pool, picnic area, and more. For your tee time or other questions, call 828-428-2451. The Glen Oaks Golf Course, 245 Golf Course Road in Maiden. It's world class for the working class.
The Grooming Lady in Lincolnton is having specials on all pets under 50 pounds. Bath only. That's right. Half off on bath packages that includes ear, nails, bath, and a Santa trim. They have a whole new selection of pet products, and that's not all. Some products are on sale for 15 to 25% off. Let the Grooming Lady groom your pet with hugs, kisses, and love. Open Monday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., Tuesday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays from 8:30 to 1 p.m. 1573 North Aspen Street in Lincolnton. Call 980-429-2570. Like them on Facebook.
GSM Services is proud to sponsor high school football. GSM helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. They provide high-quality home and commercial improvement services, such as heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dry vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer the guidance to help you choose the right options for your home and business comfort needs. Call them today at 1-800-NEW-COOL. Again, 1-800-NEW-COOL for GSM services.
Are you looking for a security system for your home or business? Then look no further, folks. Ham Security in Lincoln is the #1 home and business security system installer in Lincoln, Gaston, Catawba, and Cleveland County. Family-owned business with over 40 years of service. Specialized in residential, commercial, small businesses, and they can even help you customize your security cameras. Let their devices and the latest generation technology protect and keep your family and business safe. Ham Security, 419 East Sycamore Street, Lincoln. Call at 704-732-7090. Ham Security, keeping families and businesses safe.
It's time to get your lawn ready for winter weather. It's time to head to Hojo Powersports and Equipment in Shelby for a brand new Z-Turf Aerator, now in stock and ready to roll. Also check out the lines of Red Max, Husqvarna, and Shindawa trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws, plus Ferris, Snapper Pro, Simplicity, Walker, and Hustler mowers. That's Hojo Powersports and Equipment, 110 Grigg Street off South Lafayette Street in Shelby, online at hojopower.net.
The Home Place Restaurant and Catering in Lincoln has job openings. They need help in the back, fryers, packers, dishwasher, and second shift up front. Stop in and talk to Kim or Hamid about a great opportunity at the Home Place Restaurant and Catering, 1700 Highway 27 West, Lincoln, or call at 704-732-4371.
And welcome back to the Full Throttle Power Sports post-game show with Kevin and Dennis and JP.
Hey, JP, we got post-game scores across the area. Got some more scores coming in. Let's go over next week's broadcast schedule. We are going to have a change, Dennis. We are not going to put the O and whatever Hunter Huskies on the radio next week.
Darn.
East Gaston and Shelby. It looks like we may be doing that game on WOHS because that has playoff implications, Dennis.
Might be a better game than some people think.
Yep.
Ask Burns.
And East Gaston gave Burns a run tonight, so East Gaston will get to try to take the Golden Lions on next week. So I believe we'll have them on next Friday night against East Gaston. Maiden and Lincoln will be next Friday night. Lincoln will get a chance to knock Maiden off and see if somebody can in the conference. Then Burns and Cherryville will be next Friday night on WCSL. And then Patton at Chase will be on Waggy. So next Friday night, tentatively, Shelby at East Gaston, Maiden at Lincoln, Burns at Cherryville, Patton at Chase. They're on the schedule. You folks watch it online at home can see the schedule. That Crest game is probably getting changed to Shelby and East Gaston for you folks at home. Who we got, JP?
The Bulldog himself. Tom, you're on.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about.
Hey guys.
I thought he said the Bulldog himself. I thought you guys got that. Didn't Burns adopt a new Bulldog, or they're trying to? I didn't know if that's what he's talking about.
I've heard the rumors. I didn't see any evidence of that tonight.
Talk to Doug Pruitt.
Well, what does Kings Mountain got to do to get a live mascot?
I don't know. I guess they would actually have an actual frontiersman, or what do they have for their live mascot?
That's what I was just asking. Do you just put a coonskin hat on?
Some guy running around in buckskins with a coonskin hat on.
I guess.
Might be Scott Nicer
I would guess.
I know.
I know.
Well, how's it going, guys? I'm a little exhausted after that game.
Yeah,
I hope you guys enjoyed listening back at the studio. It was kind of nuts, and really, to be honest, we had no business winning that ball game. But sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good. And once that game went into overtime, I think East Gaston was mentally done because they thought they had the game won, and then they didn't. And then overtime, Norris takes it in the second overtime, and defense shows up, shuts them down, 45-38. But just a wild back and forth, entertaining ball game. Really entertaining if you didn't have a dog in the fight. Up and down, competitive. Dennis, I heard them talking about how East Gaston's improved their program. They have. The McKinney kid was pretty good. The Hill kid was pretty good. The Sherrill kid, the quarterback, the left-hander, he's got a really good arm. And there's a Stovall, I think the other kid that had the long run there that set up their last touchdown. They've got a lot of guys that can really, put some points up on the board. And their defenses, they're big up front. I mean, Coach Devine was talking about how big they were, but they are big, and that did give us some problems. So we were able to outlast them. We got that pass interference call. I'm going to tell you, I'm not too sure about that one. I wasn't too sure about the call that called the kickoff back. Just a lot of flags at the end of that game. I know you guys were listening, and that's just kind of, you hate to put it in the referee's hands, but it is what it is, and we got a big win and needed this one to set up the showdown with Shelby.
Well, whoever that announcer was, he got real excited when that kid caught that pass
Oh,
there.
my God, I could not believe. You can't let a guy get behind you, Dennis, in that situation. I mean, you cannot let a guy get behind you. No way. I mean, you know what they're going to do. It's not like they can, run a little, hook and go or something, I mean, it's, what he's going to do. Don't let him behind you. And he got behind and stuck in the corner of the end zone on single coverage. I mean, I don't know if somebody blew an assignment or what. But we were fortunate and got that touchdown. And let's give Ansley Camacho some credit for hitting some big extra points down the stretch too, Dennis. I mean, he did a great job and hit that field goal in overtime.
Yeah,
and kept the game going.
Yeah, I'm sure he felt just a wee bit of pressure on that particular kick.
Oh yeah, I mean, he did a great job, and and that was the difference for a while until East Gaston got the 2-pointer. But their running game is very effective. So I know Shelby's got them next week. I heard Steve DeGree talking about how they can't take them lightly, and if you ask me who do I think is going to win, I think Shelby's going to win. But at the same time, I don't think East Gaston can be taken lightly by anyone. I really hated it for their kids because their kids really played hard and fought hard and deserved to win that game. I mean, really, Burns stole one tonight, but we'll take it because now, as I said, it sets up the showdown with Shelby here in a couple of weeks.
Well, Tom, that's why the ball, is oblong. It bounces funny sometimes. Sometimes it bounces your way. Sometimes it doesn't. But tonight, it bounced the Bulldogs' way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and Norris had a great night, 200 yards, couple of touchdowns. Mooney had 4 touchdown passes. Thompson and Allen, 2 touchdown apiece. So it's not like we didn't do anything and it was all luck. But there at the end, when Hill ran the touchdown in from 21 yards out, I mean, really, I said, that's it. And then Thompson runs the kickoff back for a touchdown. And I tell you, I said no flags and then immediately had to take it back.
That's the way it works.
I mean, it was, I'm telling you, Dennis, I don't know who threw the flag. I don't know where it came from. It may have been the referee had a hard time getting it out of his pocket. I don't know. But I looked back. Brent and I both looked back. No flag. And then all of a sudden, there's a flag at the 50-yard line.
Well,
I don't know who they got or what he did, but they did get they called a penalty, and then I said, okay, that's it.
Well,
then we had a couple of illegal men downfield. I said, okay, that's it. And then that last play, Allen gets in the corner of the touchdown after the kid, on the pass interference. It was 4th down anyway, but they had an interception.
Yeah.
And they said, no, that's pass interference. So I don't know, man. A lot of flags there at the end, but ball bounced our way. We were fortunately able to get out of there with a win.
So, Tom, are you saying that the state may receive a videotape of that game?
I'm telling you, I think both teams might be upset. Now, just being objective, that it was a hard game to call. It was an intense game, and the officials don't make a whole lot of money for a really hard job. But there's some calls there that at the end of the game, I mean, I can understand why some folks are upset. But, in any competitive game like that, there's going to be some folks upset with the officiating. And it may be, get reviewed and whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I can't say the refs blew it on the kickoff because I don't know. I mean, I didn't see what happened. I didn't on the pass interference. I just being objective. I didn't think it was pass interference. I mean, they might have saw something that was, but I didn't think it was pass interference, and I basically said, "Oh, that's ball game." And I don't know. I mean, you still think it's ball game. You're 30 yards away and only one play, and they end up getting the touchdown in the quarter in the end zone. So I mean, it was just crazy. I'm sure somebody's going to be upset, but the officials are human beings. It's just the way it is, and sometimes if they don't get it right, it goes your way. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look at the film, but I know we were the beneficiary of that pass interference call. That's all I'll say.
And you'll take it.
And I'll take it. Yes, of course I'll take it after that kickoff got called back. Because I tell you, like I said, I look back and I say, because I can remember no flags, and then in the press box, they said there's one, and then I was commentating. I guess you guys were listening. I said, well, the flag was a little late. I said that, and the box just erupted. You bet, yeah, it was late. I was screaming. It's like, oh man, it was an intense game. Like I said, hated for East Gaston's kids that they came up short, because those kids played their hearts out. You got to give those kids some credit, and their coaching staff for improving that team. I mean, they've just done a great job with that program, and I just wish them luck moving forward.
Well, Tom, you know what this is going to set up? That final game of the year when you guys and the Shelby Golden Lions put it all on the table.
Yeah, and I've seen all four of our county teams, and, people are saying this or that. I'm just going to tell you, Dennis, that Shelby is the best team in Cleveland County. So if you want to be the king, you're going to have to take them down. They can run it. They can throw it. They've got a couple of big guys on their defensive front, including the Hamrick kid, who's a big-time recruit. So, I mean, they're the best team in Cleveland County. They're going to be favored to win that game. But, you never know what's going to happen. But you had to get by this one to set that one up. And, Shelby's going to have to play to beat East Gaston next week. Like I said, I think they will. I've seen both teams. I think East Gaston's going to be able to move the ball and score on them a little bit, but I don't think they have enough to beat Shelby, and it's going to be for all the marbles game down there at Shelby High School in 2 weeks.
Real quick, Tom, you mentioned Hamrick as being that big time recruit, but he's not their biggest recruit. The Hopper kid is the bigger recruit, is he not? Because from what if I'm keeping score, did App not beat North Carolina when they played Dennis? So Hopper is the better and bigger recruit by my counting, because he's going to the bigger football school. So I like Malachi. I'm just picking.
Shall I even respond to that? That's more Saturday morning stuff. So why are we getting into Saturday morning stuff on Friday night?
Trying to get you off.
Can we wait?
On the phone.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
You're breaking up a little bit.
Nothing. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm just saying that's usually you save your Appalachian State stuff for Saturday morning. That's all I'm saying, Kevin. We're already prepared for that tomorrow morning. Can we give it a rest till then? I knew you had to get an Appalachian State dig on me before Saturday morning.
Oh, at least you're both Browns fans.
Yeah, Kevin's come on over to the Browns, but we'll talk about Dallas. There's a lot of people saying Dallas is the best team in football. I'm waiting for Kevin's take on that tomorrow.
All right. Excuse me, Tom. I've had this bad cough tonight.
That's okay. I know you guys have got more scores and things to get to. I just wanted to call in and give my 2 cents. And Nick Vinson was our defensive player of the game. As I said, Norris was our offensive player of the game with 2 touchdowns and 200 yards, and L.J. Allen with 85 yards, 7 catches, 2 touchdowns, including that one with 1 second left on the clock. Those are our players of the game. Just want to mention those young men do a great job representing our school, and you guys do a great job of the post-game show. Thank you for what you do, and I'll see y'all real soon.
All right, thank you. Thompson and Funny and the Burns Bulldogs win tonight, 45-38. Let's go over the scores again. I did get some finals, so there's going to be some different ones. Let's do the I'm gonna do some Western North Carolina scores that aren't our local schools first. South Caldwell 51-27 over Alexander Central. Watauga 49-13 over High Brighton. Freedom 54-28 over Ashe County. Smoky Mountain 44-27 over Franklin. Pisgah 21-20 over Tuscola. North Henderson 40-7 over East Henderson, and West Henderson wins 44-22 over Owen. Surrey Central 45-20 over North Wilkes. Wilkes Central 36-0 over West Wilkes. Avery County falls at Madison 28-27. East Surrey wins at Forbush 40-14. Newton Conover wins at Bandy's 40-6. Maiden wins 62-13 at Bunker Hill. West Lincoln wins at home over West Caldwell 35-12. Lincoln 35-20 over East Burke. Patton falls at home 41-20 against Brevard. AC Reynolds on the road 52-13 over RS Central. Shelby at home 63-0 over Bessemer City. Chase Trojans on the road at Polk County win 31-13, and the Bulldogs of Burns win at home in Lawndale against East Gaston Warriors 45-38. East Lincoln Mustangs 42-6 over St. Stephen's. Statesville 44-0 over North Iredale. Hickory 63-0 over West Iredale. North Lincoln 49-3 over Ford. Crest 30-0 over Forest View. Kings Mountain 41-28 over Kramer. North Gaston with the first win of the season 20-19 over Hunter Huss. And Monday will be Ashbrook and South Point. In the 1As, Starmount 18-8 over South Stokes. Mountain Heritage 33-0 over Mitchell. Drawn 32-2 over Rosman. Cherokee 12-9 over Andrews. Swain County 42-14 over Hayesville. Robbinsville 23-20 over Murphy. 28-24 Christ the King over Winston-Salem Prep. Community School of Davidson 52-14. Pine Lake Prep 30-6 over Carver. Community School of Davidson beat Lake Norman Charter. I kind of skipped over that. And Christ the King beat Winston-Salem Prep. Mountain Island Charter 47-0 over Bishop McGinnis. And the Cherry Lyman fall tonight at home 20-12 against Thomas Jefferson. I don't have scores for Carolina Bearcats at Highland Tech, Allegheny at Elkin, East Wilkes at North Stokes. Dennis, ready for a break?
I'm ready.
All right, let's take a break, JP. Get organized, folks. We're going to be going off the air about 11:45-ish tonight. When we come back, we'll talk the Power Poll, where they stand, and more on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Want a wild guess this holiday season? Learn how in Cleveland Community College's Cooking for the Holidays class. Learn to prepare festive dishes your family and friends will rave about. Want more? Learn the basics of cooking professionally in the 10-week Culinary Academy. Don't delay. Register today. Evening classes are available, but seating is limited. Call 704-669-4015 to register or to get more information. Again, 704-669-4015. It's hard to stop a train, especially when it's a train heating or cooling system from CSI Mechanical in Shelby. CSI Mechanical in Shelby is Cleveland County's and this area's train dealer for sales and service. Whether it be residential or commercial, CSI Mechanical and Train is there for you. Schedule an appointment online at csimechanical.com or give them a call at 704-600-6267. It's hard to stop a train. CSI Mechanical, 1243-1 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, right behind Hendrick Appliance. It's a truckload mattress sale. The big trucks have pulled up full of name brand mattresses. It's a red hot summer sale event you don't want to miss. And with name brands like Ashley, Vaughn, Park Place, Bassett, Cat Napper, and more. All furniture made right here in the USA. Go online and see how you can take 10% off any $299 or more purchase. Plus up to 18 months financing with zero interest. Cummings Furniture, 14 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at CummingsFurnitureofShelby.com. Locally owned and operated for 48 years. Smiles are the specialty at Family Dentistry in Shelby. Dr. Stroud, Wilson, Thompson, and McMurray invite you in for all of your dental needs, from preventive care to cosmetic dentistry, from crowns and bridges to root canals and implants. For your appointment, call 704-482-3281 or visit the website at shelbydentist.net. Yes, smiles are the specialty at Family Dentistry in Shelby, located at 416 West Warren Street. Kids love them. Hey, and you will too. It's time to power up. Power up with Skag Power Equipment, powered by Vanguard from Elliott Supply Company in Polkville. The Vanguard is now available on the Skag Tiger Cat and the Skag Patriot models. See the Skag Tiger Cat, 52-inch mower with a Vanguard 810cc 28 horsepower EFI engine, or the Skag Patriot, available in 52 and 61-inch cuts with a Vanguard 810cc 26 horsepower engine. Power up with the Skag from Elliott Supply Company, Highway 182 in Polkville. Online at ElliottSupplyINC.com. It's simple. Simply Southern, that is, at the Fallston Pharmacy. Just arrived the big new shipment of Simply Southern merchandise, including pullovers, long-sleeve t-shirts, and jackets. Come check out the selection. And don't forget to get your flu shot at both the Fallston Pharmacy and Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville. And use their convenient drive-through windows. The Fallston Pharmacy, Highway 18 North in Fallston, and Medical Center Pharmacy, 607 East Academy Street in Cherryville. It's all you can eat. All you can eat ribs each and every Thursday at Fats Cafe in Shelby. And these ribs are guaranteed to stick to your ribs. All you can eat. And on Tuesdays, it's all you can eat boneless chicken wings and popcorn shrimp. And don't forget about their big Sunday lunch. And see Fats Cafe in Shelby for all of your catering needs. They deliver, they set up, you just relax and eat. That's Fats Cafe, 1235 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. If you're in the market for new flooring, go to this area's most recommended flooring store. That's Flooring America on Slater Street in Kings Mountain. Flooring America in Kings Mountain is where friends send friends for their flooring needs. And right now, you'll find the ever-popular luxury vinyl plank for only $2.99 a square foot. That's right, only $2.99 a square foot, all during the Fresh Start Flooring Sale. Give your home a refresh with one stop at Flooring America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, online at flooringamericakingsmountain.com.
If you're ready to make the great escape, do it with the #1 brand on the water. Yamaha Wave Runners are the most premium personal watercraft on the market, with industry-first features and exciting new products like the all-new 2021 VX Series with audio packages, the must-anticipated Superjet, and the new race-ready GP Series. This is Wave Runner country. See one today at Full Throttle Powersports, located at 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Lowell.
And we're back on the Full Throttle Power Sports postgame show with Kevin, Dennis, and JP.
Go ahead. There we go. Good evening, Dennis and JP. Finishing up the show here tonight. We've got highlights due in just a minute. But first, folks, there's your scores on the screen if you're watching online. And I'm going to pull up, Dennis, it's time to go over where the top 10 will be.
Okay.
Next week. Let's see if I can pull up let me pull it up here for you. Now, coming into tonight, let's review real quick. We had Statesville 1, Bunker Hill 2, Maiden 3, Kings Mountain 4, Hendersonville 5, Chase 6, Shelby 7, East Lincoln 8, North Lincoln 9, Burns 10, Crest 11, Forest View 12, Hickory 13, and South Point 14, and West Lincoln 15. Drum roll, please, for the top 10. All right. Where's my little magic sheet? Number 10. After a win tonight over the Forest View Jaguars.
No.
The Crest Chargers move up from number 11 and will be number 10.
Moving on up.
In next week's Power Poll. Now, number 9 in the Power Poll. They're moving up from nowhere. Stay in the exact same spot. The North Lincoln Knights, they win tonight with a 49-3 victory over Fred T. Ford. North Lincoln stays in your 9 spot. Dennis dropping a spot tonight to number 8.
No.
Now I'm gonna read this to you. Dropping a spot to number 8 after winning 63-0 tonight is the Shelby Golden Lions.
Ooh. Steve DeGree will not like that.
Dropped a spot, Dennis, after losing 63-0. Only got 13 power points. They haven't played anybody. Now, and you wonder if they would have beat South Point. People were wondering where would they be if they'd have beat South Point. Well, you lost you lost no points when you got beat by them, so you're at 13 now. That means if you'd have beat them, you'd be at 14. You'd be sitting at 17. Where would that be in the power poll? You'd be number 4 if you'd have won that. So, got to win to be higher, Dennis. Got to win to be higher. Number 7 in the power poll is Hendersonville. Bearcats dropping 2 spots. They didn't play this week, and couldn't acquire any points. So they dropped down to number 7 in the power poll. Number 6 in the power poll, moving up 2 spots. The East Lincoln Mustangs move into the 6th spot. So last week, 6 through 10 was Chase at 6, Shelby 7, East Lincoln 8, North Lincoln 9, Burns 10. Now it's East Lincoln 6, Hendersonville 7, Shelby 8, North Lincoln 9, Crest 10. At number 5 with a tiebreaker at number 4, and they lost the tiebreaker based on record and points, but moving down, Dennis, actually moving on up. Moving on up to number 5 is your Chase Trojans. Moving on up to number 4, or shall I say moving on back to number 4 after losing tonight, Dennis, the Bunker Hill Bears.
Yep.
End up in the 4th spot after losing tonight. That means your number 3 team, who beat them tonight, stays in the exact same spot, actually.
Maiden.
And stays in the 3 hole for the Maiden Blue Devils. That means number 2, after a win over Stuart Kramer tonight, Dennis, Cleveland County's own Kings Mountain Mountaineers come in at number 2 in the power poll.
There you go.
And number 1 for the 3rd straight week in a row, I believe 3rd straight week or 2nd straight week, the Statesville Greyhounds are your number 1 team again. 22 power points, Kings Mountain 19, Maiden 18, Bunker Hill and Chase, East Lincoln all tied at 15, 3 through 6, going 4 through 6. There's your updated power poll. Going into next week, you'll have Statesville 1, Kings Mountain 2, Maiden 3, Bunker Hill 4, Chase 5, East Lincoln 6, Hendersonville 7, Shelby 8, North Lincoln 9, and Crest 10 in the power poll. On down past that, Hickory 11, Burns 12, West Lincoln 13, South Point 14, Forest View 15, Mountain Island 16, East Gaston 17, Polk County 18, Kramer 19, and Lincoln at 20. All right, Dennis, you want to do some highlights?
We might as well, but you're beginning to get a playoff picture with that poll with 2 weeks to go.
Yes.
There'll be some head clashes between some of these teams that may move them up a spot or back a spot. But by and large, these top teams are going to be the ones that are in the playoffs.
All right, well, let's, I tell you what, we're going to do our highlights here to end the show. So for the folks watching online, scrolling on back, we're going to go from the start of the night all the way up to the show to finish the night up. So you folks can kind of, we'll go in chronological order, Dennis. Is that right? Is that the correct way
works.
to say that? What's today's day? That's 3 hours.
Today is the 15th. Payday is what it is.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Today's the 15th,
Yeah.
right? All right, I'm trying to find. That's definitely not right. It's Burns 7. What in the world? Let's see. There we go. Now I'm on the right page. All right. So we're going to go through highlights tonight, folks. We got some highlights from Kings Mountain game. We got some highlights from Burns. We got highlights Crest. We got highlights from Cherryville. And so we're going to try to get through these as quick as we can. Had some good games, tight games, and some not so tight games. Dennis, we had some, and I talked during the Red Zone channel. I know you didn't see it, but I'm going to show the kids again like we did in the Red Zone. All right, it's Tanner set up and ready. Folks, if you're listening on radio or you can watch live on YouTube every Friday night, we got highlights and scores. Tanner set up at Kings Mountain. Matt Royster set up over at Burns. All right, Dennis, then let's go over here. Here's the introductions for the night. My favorite introductions. How about the Bowling Springs Little Chargers coming out onto the field? Let's see if we can get some sound of the folks on.
Now, if you were one of those kids, that would be a thrill.
Yeah, that's probably a fantastic thrill for them, Dennis. Let's see if I can. I don't know if this is gonna. Yeah, I thought that might do that. JP. Nah, we'll do this.
Yes.
Right, just stay right there. You're good. All right, we're just going to show the highlights online without the sound because the folks. Well, gosh, I'd like to have that. Maybe I can do that. Let's try this, Dennis. It's a big night. This is the Bowling Springs Little Chargers, and this is the Springmore Bulldogs coming out. How about that, Dennis? Yeah. Let's see. Future Chargers. I'm gonna try to take that off, and then let's see if we'll be able to hear that now. Let's try this. How about that? There you go. All right, JP, we're going to try some of it. All right. We're going to try it this way. Me and Dennis can hear each other. All right. So, there's the Springmore Bulldogs coming on out. How about, here's the Little Chargers. And you hear a little bit, you folks watching. They come out like gangbusters, didn't they, Dennis?
I think I saw one or two of those kids play running back in the fourth quarter.
They got some touches in the fourth. There's Springmore. This is your division champion. Crest Middle School Dragons coming out onto the field. So you folks, you got highlights of any of the games out at the parks, feel free to assist. Now, this is an entrance, Dennis. Check out the Bulldogs in entrance onto this field.
Is that sparklers back there and fireworks?
Yes.
Wow.
It's a little elaborate, don't you think? Making a statement, apparently.
That's probably the best looking thing in Cleveland County as far as an entrance.
You like that? That's it. That's a fantastic fireworks.
That beats just the helmet. They got a helmet
Horn,
too.
A helmet.
That beats the dog pile.
So, Bert, I want to give y'all kudos for the entrance tonight. Fireworks. Y'all win the entrance of the night. Fireworks and the truck horns there, Dennis. That's fantastic. All right, here's Crest, the Chargers. They're warming up there, going through the monuments there before the game. I was hoping we had some shots of the I was hoping the band was playing the end. All right, let's get us some. How about some football? Here is Ben Mooney rolling right, looking in the end zone. Touchdown, 12-yard pass to L.J. Allen. That made it 7-0. Hey, Dennis, how about former Charger Jonathan Bullard in the house tonight? Get his number retired for the Crest
Florida
Chargers.
All-American. He's currently with the Atlanta Falcons for Marty Bradley and all those people that like the Falcons here. I don't know which is worse, the Panthers or the Falcons. But Jonathan was with Chicago, and then he was with Arizona, and now he's with the Falcons. That's what happens in the NFL. Ask the Ernst guy from Philadelphia.
This is Trenton Sherrill, 41-yard touchdown pass.
There you go.
For East Gaston, left-hander. Tom was talking about him earlier. I've seen him. We've had a highlights a couple times. He can swing it. Pass right over the top there for the touchdown. That made it 7.
Beautiful pass.
7. This is off tackle right side. This is Thomas Jefferson going up 7-0 on Cherville. This is the score all the way through halftime. Off tackle was the only score for the Griffons. This is Green with a big. This is Green tonight, quarterback with a big touchdown run. I don't know how many yards he ended up going, but Green. Long touchdown run tonight. That's at least 50, 60, at least over 60 yards, maybe 67-yard touchdown. I don't have the exact numbers on that one. Here's a play just coming right at us. Folks, listen on the radio. This is a good audio.
Well, as I said earlier, Kevin, what do Willie Green and his little brother have in common? Neither one have ever lost a game when they started at quarterback for Crest. Of course, Willie was undefeated for 2 years and won 2 state championships, and his brother won 1 game.
Well, those two combined with R.J. Root,
they're undefeated.
R.J. Root's never lost a game. Here's Justin Hill, East Gaston with a 1-yard touchdown. Green to Adams on a big pass here for you folks watching at home. I'll let you see that. Nice little pass. How about this is Maury Adams breaking a couple of tackles for a short touchdown run. This made it 16-0 Crest. Ben Mooney with Burns, the 20-yard touchdown pass to Ryan Thompson. Little fade right in the corner. You can hear get you some Tony Beaver action on the radio tonight with a touchdown. How about Tony Beaver with a call? Let's be quiet for a sec. How about them Bulldogs? The touchdown. 72-yard run, Dennis, but it was called back. There goes Maury Adams.
Let me guess.
Maury Adams down to
It
go.
was holding. It was called by the line judge over on this side.
There ought to be a rule. If you score by more than 50, it negates the hold.
And there's a halftime.
In high school football.
Yeah.
How many long plays they were negated by? You know?
And there were several long plays. Some of them scoring plays. Some of them just first downs.
Yep. This is Justin Hill of East Gaston, 60-yard touchdown up the middle. And Dennis, he was out. Handoff there.
Zoom.
Looks like the safety just ran right by him, maybe. Or the linebacker missed him in the hole. This is Cherryville making it 7-6. Should be a long pass play to Landon Hahn. Come back over the middle. Deep pass play's got him, and Hahn. And Dennis, I'm going to tell you something about the Hahn kid. Dennis, this Hahn kid can fly. You know, you hear his name, you just know that there was somebody chasing him from behind. Here's Jeremiah Norris. He's getting missing from 50 yards out to the right side and into the end zone. Norris also with a big touchdown here in a few minutes. There's a run by Reed in the Kings Mountain. This is Varsity. Robbie Roop. This is Cherryville going up 12-7 on Thomas Jefferson. Quarterback steps back, finds him over the middle, and touchdown into the end zone. Well, that was a nice pass play. Cherryville's been throwing the ball well, Dennis, but the quarterback got hurt there late in the game, and he couldn't really move at all, and kind of might have hampered him. We'll hear more about that tomorrow, I'm sure. Botch snapped Forest View touchdown crest, 2-point conversion. What happened here, Dennis? You was watching.
Well, the kicker, Toscano, was not available tonight.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, they were playing not their original quarterback, not their backup quarterback, Husky. He was out with concussion protocol, and they were playing the Green kid, which was the third string, and then they ended up playing the fourth string to replace Green.
Well, this is Trenton Sherrill of East Gaston to Aiden Cloninger, 38-yard touchdown. That made it 27-21 East Gaston over Burns. Big hit by Mr. Ross. This is Jefferson going up 14-12 against Cherryville on the pass. Quarterback over the middle, Twitty, touchdown. Twitty had 2 picks tonight by himself. Chase Johnson of East Gaston with a pick here against Burns. And at this point, Dennis, they thought it's not looking good. Like Tom said, it's like we don't have no business winning it. Obviously, you did because you won, but you feel like you got some breaks in the game. Jefferson going up 21-12 here on Cherryville. And it was a pick 6.
Intercepted
For Thomas Jefferson. Here's the Chargers saying, what's up, Shopper? Saying hey to Robbie. This tied it at Kings Mountain. Kramer and Kings Mountain rolling right. Rockmore steps up into the pocket, rolls back left. All going to have to roll all the way back to the left side of the field for the touchdown. That made it 14-14.
That's what Rockmore is very good at.
Ryan Thompson, an 18-yard touchdown to Ben Mooney, from Ben Mooney. Ben Mooney to Thompson. That made it 28-27 Bulldogs into the corner of the end zone. What a play there by the Bulldogs. Pass. Touchdown. Fantastic. Ben Mooney of Burns with a big run late in the fourth quarter set the Bulldogs in field goal position. Kings Mountain with a touchdown. This made it 21-14. A little double pass action there, Dennis, right to that right side. And then the wide receiver who pass himself. Almost looked like a double forward pass, didn't it? We'll let the refs call that one. 28-14. Kings Mountain goes up again with a run up the middle. Here's RJ. RJ gets into the ball game. Former What's Up Shopper cameraman. Got a little action to him. Justin Hill, East Gaston, 20-yard touchdown run. Give East Gaston the 35-28 lead here, Dennis. And at this point, the Bulldogs faithful had to be scared in the britches. 35-28. There was a minute left in the game when that happened.
It was a little tight over on the Burns side.
Here's Crest going up. Kings Mountain with a pick 6 to finish off.
Sure is pretty grass. Who moves that?
Kramer. Yeah, he's a good job on the grass. Final Jefferson. Touchdown, Ben Mooney to Ryan Thompson of Burns. 30-yard touchdown ties the game at 35. On again. Deep into the corner of the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. Ben Mooney to Ryan. That's a great pass, Mr. Mooney. Field goal by East Gaston good in overtime. This gave him the 3-point lead kicking there. Then Camacho comes in to tie the game. Dennis in overtime. Here he is. Ansley Camacho kicks up. I'll let Tony Beaver make that call. Kick is up and good for Camacho. Touchdown, Jeremiah Norris, and the score of the second overtime. Here is the lead in the game-winning score, eventually, for Burns. Handoff up the middle, takes it to the left, bounces off a defender, scores for the touchdown and the win, Dennis. Jeremiah Norris in overtime punches in. Let's see if we got a big play. Trench. This is the last play from East Gaston into the corner of the end zone to try to win the game, and the Bulldogs win on a comeback.
They look excited.
Well, Dennis got a left-handed quarterback rolling to his right. Made a fantastic, good throw. Kind of hit his hands. Defender was there. And the Bulldogs celebrate on the field at Ron Green Stadium another Friday night here on KTC Broadcast.
I'm surprised they didn't call a penalty for that one kid throwing his helmet.
After the game.
After the game.
After the game. All right, those are our highlights for tonight, folks. I've got this. Let me pull your scores up here, folks, to end the night. For everybody at home, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. KTC Broadcasting. Dennis, again, next week we'll have Shelby and East Gaston, Maiden at Lincoln, Burns at Cherryville, and Patton at Chase. I'm going to go through these scores real quick one more time, and then JP's going to play us away, and we're going to get out of here as quick as we can before this show. I got about 3 minutes, Dennis, to do this. Ready? Here we go. Thomas Jefferson 20-12 over Cherryville. Mountain Island 47-0 over Bishop McGinnis. Pine Lake Prep 30-6 over Carver. Community School of Davis and 52-14 over Lake Norman Charter Christ the King. 28-24 over Winston-Salem Prep. Robbinsville 23-20 over Murphy. Swain County 42-14 over Hayesville. Cherokee 12-9 over Andrews. Drone 32-2 over Roslyn. Mountain Heritage 33-0 over Mitchell, and Starmount 18-8 over South Stokes finishes off your 1A 2A matchup. Shelby wins 63-0 over Bessemer City. 2A football, Burns 45-38 double overtime. Polk County falls 31-13 against Chase. Our AC Reynolds 52. I about said RJ Reynolds or between RS Central and AC Reynolds there.
That would be smoking.
52-13 Reynolds over RS Central. Brevard 41-20 over Patton. Lincoln 35-20 over East Burke. West Lincoln 35-12 over West Caldwell. Maiden 62-13 over Bunker Hill. Newton Conover 40-6 over Bandies. East Surrey 40-14 over Forbush. Avery County falls 28-27 at Madison. West Wilkes 36-0 Central 36-0 over West Wilkes. Surrey Central 45-20 over North Wilkes. Then let's get directional. West Henderson 44-20 over Owen. North Henderson 40-7 over East Henderson. Pisgah 21-20 over Tuscola. Smoky Mountain 44-27 over Franklin. Freedom 54-28 over Ashe County. Watauga 49-13 over High Brighton. South Caldwell 51-27 over Alexander Central. North Gaston 20-19 over Hunter Husk. Kings Mountain 41-28 over Stuart Kramer Crest. 30-0 over Forest View. North Lincoln 49-3 over Ford. Hickory 6-3-0 over West Iredale. Statesville 44-0 over North Iredale. And East Lincoln 42-6 over St. Stephen's. Dennis, say goodbye to everybody and good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Well, I was wanting you to say a little more than that. I got to run down the
hall. Okay. You run while Kevin runs down the hall. I'm going to pretend to tell you good night and happy Halloween and wonderful Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas and all that other stuff. And JP, what I'm really doing is killing time while Kevin hustles. And I'd just like to say, we'll be back next week. As Lewis used to say, if the creek don't rise and the good Lord's willing. That's a wrap.
Showing love to the streets.